We're ready.
Time to clear our throats, ladies and gentlemen.
1 minute late. Sorry.
We
Al wasn't very organised today.
Live.
Hello. Al wasn't ready, were you, Al?
I'm just dragging it out a bit.
Yes. But you're already late.
Well, the best thing, fashionably late. I'm fashionable.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yes.
Are you fashionable? Because
No.
you've got a really tight t-shirt on.
Good. It's not. It's XL.
It's not XL. Right, so...
the biggest we could find.
Yes, triple XL.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're just having a little chat. So, Gen2 EMEK and PAL loader system launched and available.
Yep.
So we're going to do a
So
little...
launched at... well, we did a sneaky...
We did a soft launch.
Yeah. We did it... we had it on a World Cup, didn't we? And actually, nobody noticed.
Yeah, we had it out, no one noticed. We didn't make a song and dance about it.
No, it was funny.
Let's keep it.
Funny. He's going to look at us.
You know, as the marketing guy,
Yeah.
I got all kinds of grief over it. I was like, no, we've done it on purpose.
Yeah.
Taking it easy.
Yeah. Very easy.
You know? So what we're going to do is, woo! We're going to show some stuff.
What it is and what it does. Most
Yeah.
people probably know by now. I mean, we've done a...
Yeah.
You did loads of...
Done loads of bits and pieces about it.
Videos and
Videos, yeah, we did
renders
turn
and
on it.
videos, and it looks really cool. Yeah,
Quite a lot for an $18.
Yeah, $18 item. Yeah, put quite a lot of effort into that, didn't we?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll start off with, well, there may be some people who don't actually really know what it is we've done.
Okay,
So,
well, let's start off
It's
with
a
the...
two-parter. Should we start with the EMEK first?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So EMEK, we launched the EMEK earlier this year, did we?
Yes.
Earlier this year.
Yeah.
We did the first couple of runs of the EMEK, and from the feedback we got from fields and resale customers, we decided that rather than keep it going in its existing package, we'd very quickly do an update to it to try and address some of the issues that people had, some of the concerns people had, and we've hopped to a Generation 2 EMEK now.
Yeah.
So the Generation 2 EMEK has got a couple of changes. The drivetrain's still the same, the trigger assembly, as in the way that the trigger works, and the valve. Basically everything mechanical within the pow shooty bit is exactly the same.
Pow shooty bit.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. So there's no changes to the bolt assembly or the three-way valve assembly or the regulator or anything like that. The things we've changed is some of the periphery stuff. The three main, which we pull out of the box.
Let's pull one out of the box.
Okay,
two boxes.
Okay, 2 boxes.
50 cal, 68.
50 cal. We'll just do a 68. That's fine. So we'll come back to this.
We'll come back to that.
Basically, the Gen 2 ones will all have this green sticker on the box.
PAL
and
enabled.
The PAL loader compatible. Okay.
We'll get to that in a minute though. Like you said.
So that's the easy identifier. If you go into a retail store or you get one delivered, a Gen 1 won't have this on. Okay, a Gen 2 will always have this sticker on, and you'll get all of the tweaks that we're going to talk about now.
Yeah. There's other things that'll
So the box is the same. The instruction manual is almost the same. The instruction manual has had a tweak as well because of the PAL's enabled thing, but we'll come to that in a minute.
Yeah. That doesn't affect the pow shooty bit, does it?
No. The power shooty bit is the same. Barrel exactly the same. So it's the same 10-inch one-piece barrel, and ostensibly the marker itself looks the same as well. Do you want to put the barrel on so it looks like a pow
Why not? No, it's got all the pow shooty.
Okay, yeah. So
vibe going on.
So as I said, everything that's inside here is the same. Everything that's inside the grip and at the bottom here is all the same. Changes. First one, and the least significant one for most retail customers anyway, we've added a loop at the bottom of the grip. A lot of the field owners wanted somewhere to attach a barrel sock to. A lot of rental fields, they like to have the barrel sock permanently attached onto the marker, so the customer just gets it and sticks the barrel sock onto the end of the barrel to make it safe. Yeah. And then they pull it off and just let it dangle off the gun. I'm sure you've seen loads of photos of rental players playing with just the barrel sock hanging off front, and that's what that's for. So we've changed the plug in the bottom of the foregrip and put a loop through it so you can attach a barrel sock. So that's, oh, by the way, all these changes are on the EMEK 100 and on the EMEK field rental version as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Second one, we changed the safety. We honestly had no idea how controversial the safety was going to be that we put on here.
So it was like a
So
latch,
the original
wasn't it?
one was little latch. You twisted it. We were trying to do something like a funky AR selector style switch where you switched it from safe to full auto, not full auto, but you know, from safe to fire. But it obviously was far too confusing for 99% of the population. So we've modified everything and we've gone to a conventional push safe, and it's a very super snappy, positive, and it's quite firm to do it. It's not when you're going to accidentally knock on. We've done a couple of little safety things, like the push safe side is bigger than the push fire side. That says push fire on the frame there.
Embossed, so you can't get it wrong.
So it's harder to put it into a fire situation than it is to put it into a safe situation.
Yeah.
Did that intentionally to make it safe.
Yeah.
So it does actually have a new safety, a new detent plate. That's the plate we call it inside the top of the frame. Has a different trigger as well. So it's not, people say, can I just buy the safety? Well, no, because it's a completely different assembly. The frame itself is different, has the push safe is different, trigger's different, and the plate inside is different. So you need all those parts. And obviously, main things like it says push safe and push fire rather than push safe. Sorry.
Sweet.
Make it difficult.
We had a really quick question which I think is worth just jumping and answering. What's the difference between the rental and the retail version of the gun?
Nothing.
Sweet.
Nothing.
It's been designed.
The difference is that the rental version comes in a box of 10.
Yeah.
So it comes in a box of 10. You don't get this case.
Yeah, you don't get the retail experience.
No, it just literally, you get one box. It's got 10 guns in it, 10 barrels. It's got 2 large spares kits instead of one of these one gun spares bags. You get a couple of spares boxes in there with a flip top lid. You get 1 manual. You get 10 barrel socks. You get like 1 tube of grease and 1 set of tools per 10 guns. So the 100, you get obviously all of that for each gun, and the box and the foam and all that kind of stuff.
Sweet.
But mechanically, the guns are identical.
Fantastic.
Physically. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and then the main one is this bit at the top,
so which is the bit.
This is the PALS bit. This is the bit that people have been interested in.
Yeah.
So the reason for making the PALS bit, we launched the gun. We obviously designed it to be both a retail gun and a field rental gun. Once we put it onto fields where they use predominantly gravity feed loaders. What are you smoking at? What are you smoking at?
Nick Slowiak's just not paying attention. He's just firing shots. He wants to know what your favourite breakfast is, and he wants me to show myself off in the mirror.
Show yourself off in the mirror.
No, because I'm a tired dad. Oh God. One for Nick Slowiak. I'm a tired father.
And what's my favourite breakfast?
Yeah, what's your favourite breakfast?
Watch
out for that. Thanks, Nick.
Probably porridge.
Porridge.
Yeah, I think they call it oatmeal. Oatmeal. Porridge, yeah. You know, hot porridge.
Yeah, hot porridge.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Maybe a crumpet, but not an American crumpet. Again, completely different thing.
This could go. Let's bring it back on track.
Okay.
He's throwing everything off.
So we launched the gun.
Yes.
We put it onto fields, and fields obviously predominantly want to use, almost all of them want to use a gravity fed loader. So they want to use gravity fed loader. There's no batteries in the gun. There's obviously no batteries in the gun. They don't want to put a loader on that's got batteries in it. So they use a gravity fed loader, and that causes a problem. Mainly because we've got a high-end drivetrain. One that we spent years and years trying to make it smooth and no recoil, no kick, and make it a nice shooting experience. When you try and combine that with a gravity feed loader, you start to run into problems because a gravity feed loader needs some kind of movement in the gun to agitate the paintballs, stop them jamming up around the outlet, stop them jamming around the outlet and falling down into the gun. So the experience was that you'd end up shooting a few balls and having to stop and shake the gun, and you were in a proper old-fashioned shake and bake situation where even with some of the best gravity feed loaders, you'd end up having to shake the gun quite a few times during a loader full of, or even just a string of paintballs, really. So we needed to come up with something quick that could get around that, and we invented the PAL system.
Cool.
And that's what PAL system is.
Sweet.
The PAL system is basically allows you to use a gravity feed loader, a PAL loader, with where the gun itself actually works in conjunction with the loader. They work together to give you a continuous stream of paintballs down into the breech without any need of batteries, and with no external moving parts, no hoses, no waste of gas.
It's a very smart little system that makes this EMEK perform as well as it should do.
Yeah, it makes the gun work to it. It allows the gun to work to its potential.
Yeah. Fantastic. So shall we bring in? So take note of the feed neck.
Okay.
Little hole, little plunger system there.
So what we've got is we've got a little plunger inside here. It runs down inside the front of the feed neck. One end of it sits inside a little pocket in the very top of the body, the metal body body sleeve that's inside the plastic sleeve. And then we have a small hole that's drilled from inside the breech. So when the bolt comes forwards and it pushes the ball into the barrel, as the gun fires, we take the pressure that's firing the paintball out, and we also take that through a little port into a little piston area, which is the bottom of the plunger. The bottom of this plunger has a little O-ring at the bottom, sits in a little pocket, has a little O-ring on it, and then when you fire, the ball's accelerated down the barrel, and at the same time, the plunger is accelerated upwards.
And it's
just that goes bang, and then booms at the same time.
And it affects efficiency 0.
No,
it
zero.
Does not affect anything.
We're not blowing
Such a
air out.
minuscule amount, isn't
We're not blowing air up into the loader. A lot of people thought we were actually blowing air into the loader to agitate something. All we're doing is we're moving this little plunger inside here. Tip it upside down, you can sometimes see it. Sometimes go out. No. We're moving this little plunger inside here.
Yeah.
And we're literally moving that 2 millimeters, and that's got a tiny little surface area at the bottom, 5 millimeter. So we're moving a little piston, it's 5 millimeters diameter, 2 millimeters in length, and we just move it up just as the gas is released to fire the ball out.
Cool.
So it doesn't affect anything. Nothing's wasted, nothing's blown anywhere. It's all sealed off. It's in a sealed unit.
Which moves us on to?
Which moves on to what this plunger then interacts with.
So yes, go.
So what we have here is a nice clear loader. So I know a few people have asked.
You cannot buy this.
Yeah, you can't buy this at all. Don't ask for one. Very fragile. It'll probably shatter if you shoot it, but it works quite well for demonstrating. So what we've got inside here is we've got a shelf system up here.
Yeah.
So we've got the little red piece inside. We've also got an additional piece in here, which we'll talk about again in a minute, a little green piece. Green piece?
Green piece.
Green piece.
Rainbow
So we've got this little red shelf inside here with a channel in it and a pocket in it, and then you've got these two wings on either side as well that support the little red shelf. And what that does is designed to just keep the mass of paintballs that are in the top of the loader away from impacting and squashing the balls around the outlet.
Because one of the problems with the shake and bake loaders is that the pressure of the balls creates congestion, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Congestion the right word?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So yeah, anytime you've got a big stack of balls, paintballs around the outlet into the gun, clogs them all together, and they jam up around the outlet.
Nice.
So the shelf and the little red piece help relieve a lot of that pressure from around the outlet.
Sweet.
Then the main bit that we have is the blue bit.
The blue bit.
I'm not sure which is the best angle for you.
Front. So
there's the front. So you see the little. Have you twisted it?
Yeah, I did the old rotate your phone. So that though?
So this little blue pad here is what the plunger strikes. And then if you look in the side here maybe, as the plunger strikes that, it moves the blue piece inside, up and down. And as that moves up and down, it agitates the paintballs around the outlet and breaks up any congestion that can build up around there.
Cool. So the shelf keeps the weight off the stack,
Yeah.
and the agitator plate is
Keeps everything
the,
moving, and so if you do get like a little triangle of paintballs build up around the outlet, next time you fire it, the plunger comes up and it jiggles them around, they drop down the hole.
Cool.
Then I might as well show you while we're in here, because this is a new bit that nobody's seen so far. There's a little green bit inside there. It's another little additional bit that we've developed for 50 cal. So the idea behind the loader is that we do two different sizes. This is a high cap,
Yeah.
and this is a low cap. So I mean, probably easiest if you look at these two because they're the same colour, so you can get some kind of size comparison. So this is the low cap one.
Yeah.
This is a high cap one. Now both the loaders will shoot 68 cal and 50 cal. Okay. What we have found is that originally we were trying to get one blue outlet that worked well for both 50 and 68 cal. We thought we'd nailed it, but as it turns out, some of the, just like 68 cal's gone, some of the 50 cal has gone really, really small. With the original outlet that we had, we weren't happy with the performance with the really small 50 cal that's out there at the moment. We were still getting some clogging around the outlet. So we've made a little clipping green piece. So if you are, dedicated 50 cal user, you're probably going to want to get the green piece and just clip that into the blue outlet, and they just work together as a nice unit to just guarantee you a better feed with the 50 cal.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Obviously, just to note, you can't just stick those on a 68 cal marker and shoot 50 cal. You need a 50 cal marker to do it. Because some people.
They're not that stupid, are they? Right, so high cap and low cap, so we're not calling them a 50 cal loader and a 68 cal because they'll both shoot 50 and 68. So the low cap will do 100 68 cal. That's and good. About 225 50 cal.
Which is plenty, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the same as you'd get in a decent size 68 cal loader. And then the 68 cal does 225 68 and about 560 50 cal. Yeah, so a bag and a bit of 50 cal just in one loader. And obviously you can use either on either, so you can go like a low cap warrior and on a 68 just run a 100 shot loader in your 68 cal, or you can run all day on a 50 cal with a high cap loader.
Good stuff. A lot of love for the clear one, by the way.
Thought there might be.
Yeah, looks good. The green bit inside makes it
probably shouldn't. Yeah, well, it looks very
cool,
colourful.
It does.
It does look very colourful.
It's like we know what we're doing.
Yeah. So, and the red bit does jiggle around a bit as well. The blue bit, as the blue bit comes up and knocks the paint, it knocks the paint into the red bit, which keeps the agitation going. And basically, it's an agitator without batteries.
Without batteries. Battery-free experience.
It is a battery-free playing experience. The best battery-free playing experience you can get.
Yes, I think. We've stated a few times that we're trying to make the entry-level player have a much better experience. So
whether that's their first time on a rental field.
So they shoot that on the rental field and they go, wow, this is awesome. They get one of these, all of a sudden, instead of having to buy a new gun after like 3 months of playing, they can play a year, 2 years, because they can go and play their first tournament with the buddies. They can go and play the Iron City Classic. You could rock up to down minefields and blast one of those with that and be comfortable, because 10 plus balls a second.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
and it's not perfect. It's never going to replace.
No. If you take that and you ram 230 paintballs in there, which you can get, and you get it right to the top, give it a good shake, and ram a load more paintballs in, and close it like you would a pod. Yeah. Then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about small amounts of agitation. We're talking about small amount of agitation. If you put 200 paintballs in there, load 200 in, gives a nice bit of space at the top, not too much weight around the outlet, and then, as I was saying to Junior Brown yesterday, I reckon like 8 times out of 10 you could empty that loader without getting a single jam in it.
Yeah, it's pretty good odds.
Yeah, for a gravity feed loader, it's pretty good. It's the best gravity feed loader you're ever going to shoot. You know, maybe the other 2 times out of 10, you may get one, you know, significant jam around the outlet that the PAL system won't break up. You have to give it one shake and you're away. But it's not like a standard gravity feed where you're shooting just in a single position and every so often bang, 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 bang,
shake it,
bang, 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 shake it again. That is, those days are gone. So something else I want to talk about, just very briefly while I remember, because a few people have put it on, asked the question on the forums and on Facebook. What happens if you get shot in here and it gets clogged up with paint? Well, first of all, it's pretty much sealed all around here. There's not really anywhere for any paint to get into. You could, you know, in theory, get some paint down in here. If you got it full of paint and you let it sit for 6 months so the paint went rock solid, then obviously the plunger's not going to work. But you just take the feed tube off, pull the plunger out, wipe it, put it back in, and you're back going again.
Same with any paintball gear, basic maintenance.
Exactly. It's not something you need to maintain every time you play. I mean, you could go for months and months with never having to touch this. But if it did get clogged up, then you just pull the feed tube off, wipe it, put it back in here. It's dead simple. One thing that also worth mentioning while we're talking about that, it's worth iterating that even if this does jam or something happens with the PAL system for whatever reason, I can't imagine what might happen, but if something did happen, then it still works. Everything still functions. You just have a really good gravity feed loader on top of your mechanical gun. It's not going to suddenly be going, oh no, it's all broken, it's not working. Which
we've all had with force-fed loaders.
Where, you know, with a force-feed loader, generally, if your batteries die, then it doesn't feed at all. You're not going to be in that situation. You'll just have to jiggle it a bit from time to time.
So the PAL system gives you like an extra 25%, say 20%. Well, I don't know, whatever it is.
Performance. Miles more than that.
So
miles more.
You just lose a bit more performance.
You just go back to, you know, worst case scenario is you now got a gravity fed loader on a mechanical gun and you just have to live with it until you can fix whatever. I honestly can't think what would go wrong apart from it getting
which
jammed.
Also means, on that same subject then, which also means that you could put that loader on any other marker, essentially, and it will work as a good gravity fed loader.
So both this bit and this bit are both standardised. It's not a unique fitment, because a few people were worried like, well, I have to use that loader with that gun now. No, any loader will fit on here, and this loader will fit on any gun. So you could take, I know there's some people have said to me that they want to get this low cap loader to run it on their cocker because they like running low cap cocker or pump games or something like that. And yes, that would work absolutely well, absolutely fine. We did do, which reminded me of another little thing we did. I might just back this off slightly. So what we did to help, because obviously it does matter that the little pad is aligned with the plunger, is when you put this on here,
like a located groove, isn't there?
I'm just sticking this off a little bit so we can show it easily. So we put a little locator. So in the back of the feed tube here, there's a little notch.
There we go.
And on the back of the loader, there's also a matching little notch. So if you push and twist, you can see that the loader locks down into position. Well, it doesn't lock, it's like an indicator. So you just push and twist, and it just locks down. Once it's in that position, that's everything lined up. Your loader's now in line, your little plunger and your tab are in line, and just lock down your lever and you go.
Maximising the PAL advantage.
Yes, because again, people have said, what happens if the loader lifts up or gets, you see rec players running around sometimes with a loader at funny angles like that. Again, everything will still work. It'll just work like a standard gravity feed. It's not going to stop working. It's not going to jam up and be unusable. You just won't get the PAL advantage that you get when the loader's in the right position and everything's lined up correctly. So,
sweet. Beautiful.
It's dinky, isn't it?
It is.
Other features of the loader, the lid.
Nice and flexible.
It's very, very flexible. We've got a little Gucci watch strap going on here.
Nice.
Little 3-finger thing. Makes it really flexible. Lid's really flexible.
So it doesn't snap when
so it doesn't explode. It doesn't, it's not going to crack every time.
It's quite positive when it snaps shut as well, isn't it?
There is a little knack to it. Give it a squeeze. There's a little round disc. Hard to see, probably. But just below these, a little round bubble there. You squeeze it and there, it snaps down,
Nice and easy.
and then it's not coming off, not coming open. Once you see it all the time. Again, rental players, they walk around with the gun upside down. Some loaders, the lid just pops open, all the paint falls all over the floor. That's not going to happen. As the weight comes into the lid itself, it actually gets tighter and tighter, and it's less likely to come off. To open it, you do have to peel it off.
Cool.
But yes, for closing it, definitely, if you just apply the pressure just in front or just below the E, in front of the latch, give it a squeeze, locks down.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff, yeah. So we've covered the loader, high cap, low cap,
Done.
how it fits, done. It's awesome, it's fantastic.
Yep.
Yes, like I say, if you marry up the PAL-enabled EMEK with the PAL loader,
Yep.
that's when you get the PAL system. It's a two-piece system, isn't it,
Yes.
basically?
Yeah.
So,
So yes, you can use this gun on any you can use this loader on any gun, but it won't work as a PAL loader.
Yeah.
It will just be a standard gravity feed loader if you put it on another gun.
Yeah.
It has to go on a PAL-enabled gun
yeah,
for it to do the PAL thing, to get the agitation inside the loader.
good stuff. Quick one on colours. So we've got two lovely red ones
Yeah.
there, but we're doing
Not
red.
find a blue one.
No, I don't know what they are. But we're doing red and blue, but for rental fields only.
Yeah, red and blue for rental only. Then we do black
for retail customers.
black retail in the low cap and the high cap. And this is a retail
The retail
package one, so
packaging.
it comes in a nice little box. And this
Yeah.
is obviously a high cap one in here. The high cap's the only one that has the retail packaging. The low cap one will just come loose like that,
Yeah,
because
cool.
we actually didn't think anybody would want them, but apparently people do.
People do.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've discussed how the old system works. So
Yeah.
quite a few people have asked and mentioned that they've got Gen 1 EMEKs.
Yep.
So what do they do about
So,
that?
what are we doing? We're doing an upgrade
Upgrade
program.
We are doing an upgrade program.
Yes. So the upgrade program will be very, very generous, because we're generous people.
We are.
And it's Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Almost.
Sorry, holidays. A lot of American viewers, I know they don't call it Christmas. Don't know why, it's still Christmas to me. So we're doing an upgrade program where basically if you got a Gen 1 EMEK 100, we will upgrade it to a full PAL-enabled EMEK 100 with the purchase of a loader.
Cool.
So a couple of things you need to know. We've got a web page on planeteclipse.com that's got all the details of the upgrade program. You need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
We're hoping by early next week all the information that you need to get the upgrade done will be available. We're just waiting for some deliveries of the body kits and all the parts that are needed to do the upgrade. They're being shipped out to various locations around the world. Once that web page is fully operational, you'll be able to select which service centre you want to use, and then main thing is you have to buy the loader from the place and at the time that you have your EMEK upgraded.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Did I say that well enough?
I think so. So if
Okay.
you buy your EMEK from
So
Dave's Paintball, you have to buy the loader and book your upgrade at Dave's Paintball.
Yes, but Dave
Together.
won't be doing the upgrades.
No.
Can pretty much categorically say for North America, you will be doing it through Planet Eclipse Rhode Island headquarters only.
Yeah.
For the UK, we'll be handling it here at Planet Eclipse HQ in Manchester. And for Germany, it will definitely be paintball.de. We'll be handling the upgrades there. So if you're in the US, don't just go and buy yourself a loader and then expect in a few weeks' time to be able to get your gun upgraded. It's not going to work like that. You need to buy the loader from us at the time that you have your gun upgraded. You need to send your gun to Planet Eclipse US, for example, your US customer, take your EMEK, take everything off it, just want the gun itself, package it up really well, ship it to Planet Eclipse Rhode Island. We will replace the body, replace the feed tube, put the plunger, do the machining modifications that are needed to the metal body inside, fit it all, test it all, and ship the your new PAL-enabled EMEK 100 back to you with the loader that you purchased at the same time.
Yeah. They just have to pay for the loader, pay for the shipping.
Pay for the loader, pay for the shipping, and that's it. We'll cover the rest of the charges. So we'll new body, new feed tube, plunger, and all the machining that's involved to make the plunger work.
Yeah, cool. And on our, we will on our social media channels, we'll let out some more information. That's a bit, which is very clear for you.
Yeah.
Well, a page on the website and in our web stores, US and UK web stores on planeteclipse.com will
there'll
be
essentially
a listed item. So
like a buy now button.
Buy it.
Buy your
It'll have a
EMEK
fixed
100
fixed price.
EMEK PAL upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll sort
And
it
it'll
out.
be $17.99.
Yeah.
Which is the price of the loader, right?
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
Yeah, cool. And the other thing is,
we are also going to make the frame available as an upgrade. So you can. It's not a free upgrade. It's just to purchase. You can buy it. You'll be able to just click on our store and just buy it, and we can ship it to you. So it's $29. So that's a complete frame assembly. You'll get the frame, the plug, the safety, the trigger, the plate, the trigger spring, all the screws that hold it all together. You'll just need to swap out your inline regulator assembly and your three-way assembly. That's it, job done.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Added generosity for the festive season. If you take the frame assembly at the same time as you send the gun in to be upgraded to the PAL system, we'll install all that free of charge as well. You
Cool.
just pay for the frame, pay for the frame assembly, pay for your PAL loader. We'll upgrade it to pretty much 100% new Generation 2 EMEK, PAL enabled.
Which is great, really. You know, the safety thing isn't the important bit in terms of the PAL's part, because that's the neck and the loader.
Yeah.
And for that price, it's well worth doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, great. So so keep an eye on our website next week, and we'll have on our social channels, and we'll have more information coming out as to when it's live, and we'll make a bigger noise about it.
Yeah. Have we missed anything?
Price. Oh no, we've got to discuss price. The loader was $18.
$17.99.
$17.99, which is, let's be honest. Yeah, and we'll circle back on that point about that versus a $250 force-fed mega tournament loader. There's a bit of a price difference. Therefore, you can expect a slight performance difference, but it will surprise people how good it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Excuse me. John Dresser's done from PB Nation has done a great video that is already released, showing the how well it works. You know, shooting a variety paint, super fragile tournament paint, and you can see how well. And I think in that video, it's like a 20-minute long video. You know, he misses 2 or 3 shots in a 20-minute shooting video. So the rest of the time is just works flawlessly. So.
And John was gushing about it at Cup.
Yes,
he said it
has been since.
Yeah, he was saying it was his favourite thing at Cup.
Because it's something different, and it's something a bit left field and not.
And the other thing as well is without banging on a bit, is it's easy to
bang on a bit.
Yeah,
you banging on a bit.
Never. It is obviously we design and develop all the top end stuff, which is awesome, this, that, and the other. But you know, people all the time are going on about how companies are helping the industry grow and this and the other. This helps people play from the off and really enjoy themselves without spending thousands off the bat.
How much does this cost? Is it $220? Yeah, $219.99, something like that. Yeah. And then you've got the $17.99 loader. And honest, I couldn't go to Full de Gap this year, but I was all ready to just take this and go and play Full de Gap with just this setup, because I think it's that good. I think it's good enough. You can go and play like a 2-day big game event, and you know, you've got a super lightweight gun with a great efficiency. You know, shoot any kind of paint, Gamma Core or Mega internals in it, and you know, stick a nice 2-piece barrel on it, you know, a Shaft FL on it, and then run one of these loaders. You've got super lightweight setup. You can run around with 2 days, you know, hike miles through the woods and just have a great time.
Don't worry about batteries.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And if you get anything in the loader that shouldn't be in there, it's easy to take apart, and the elements inside it they're not glued in or anything. They just come out.
No. So it's just all
take it apart, give it a wipe, put it back together. Super easy.
Yeah. Or just, you don't even need to do that.
You don't even need to do it.
Just wash it out.
Hold it,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Take it down. Yeah.
Super.
Take a loader, squirt a load of water in it, shake it up a bit, and let it out. That's it. Done.
Sweet. Brian Clark's asking us to show him the 50 cal version. It basically is exactly the same.
the 50 cal version of the gun.
Yeah, it looks the same.
I can.
Apart from the barrel.
No, even the barrel looks the same.
Does it? Oh, yeah. It's
Well,
all
I don't
internal,
even know
isn't
why
it?
you bothered getting it out.
I don't. Just to show people that there's two different things.
But there, look, there's similarities. So the
We
only...
have that.
Oh yeah, it's
Is
got a
that
brown bit on the
that
back.
might just be for rentals or.
No, that's for all 50 cals.
Oh, sweet.
It's the EMEK 100.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is new. Oh, we've got a new product here.
I've got a new product. Oh yeah, I
A
forgot.
50 cal EMEK.
50 cal EMEK.
EMEK 100,
This actually
50 cal.
was never going to happen.
Yeah, we said we'd never
Until-
make it, and we made it.
Then even
Forgot all
we
about
forgot.
that. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so you get a 50 cal barrel. So yes, sorry, these are ready to available to buy now.
Yeah.
EMEK 100 in 50 cal. We said we originally only did them as field rental only, but quite a few people asked for if they could buy EMEK 100s retail. So we did a load. So
Cool.
there you go. So the differences are you get a tan back cap which denotes that it is 50 cal,
Yeah.
and then you get a 50 cal barrel, and obviously it's got 50 cal body and 50 cal drivetrain in there as well. But once you've got it assembled, it's pretty hard. Obviously PAL enabled still, so that loader works with
Now,
this gun.
I may be speaking out of turn, but when we did a little shooting test and all that,
Yeah.
am I cool to say that because 50 cal balls are lighter and because the part of the design of this is to take the weight off the stack, the 50 cal is pretty much flawless because
50 cal is pretty good.
Yeah. Because you don't have the weight in the stack, so it just you know.
But there's the difference. Tan earth. Tan earth.
Tan earth. It's tan. It was
Yeah.
more tan than
Whatever.
earth, isn't it?
Different colour back cap, and the barrel has 3 rows of holes in the
Instead
50
of
cal
4.
and 4 rows
And
of
it's slightly
holes.
shorter.
It's very slightly shorter, but the styling is the same. We didn't want one of those horrible little pea shooter little barrels you get with most 50 cal guns. We wanted something that looked a bit more substantial. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's 50 cal.
Beautiful.
And
So
now
we have it.
available as an EMEK 100 50 cal.
Yeah.
For the
So
first time
if
ever.
you are about to start your paintball journey, or if you're going to jump on a nostalgia wagon and go and play some Mound, some Hyperball, some whatever, some mech events, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, get yourself PAL enabled.
Yes.
I'm going to win.
I don't know why I'm packing up.
I don't know. Just back up. It's that time, eh?
Yeah.
I just noticed, it's completely sidestepped. Rodney Squires has just joined, and I've
Oh,
got
hello,
his,
Rodney.
I've got his,
You all right?
I've got a 2002 JT collector's card with him in Dynasty.
All right.
I need to get it signed.
Really?
So Rodney, how
He
can I
normally
get it
goes to
signed?
World Cup.
I always miss these people.
Did you take them all with you this
I
year?
took them with me.
And did you get anybody
There was
signed?
no, well, they're already a difficult place to get now. However, the legend John Richardson was there,
Was
and I
he?
missed him. Yeah.
And you missed it?
I missed him. I need to get it
Rubbish.
signed.
Rubbish. I'm going to read you a piece of paper to see if you missed anything.
Paintball was paintballer.
I'm not going to do that.
Rodney Squire said, "How's it going?"
Not going to go. Hi, Rodney. You all right? Yeah.
I've got,
For a while.
in fact, I've got a Rodney the Repairman Squires Dynasty jersey from
Have you?
2001, 2002.
Look at you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh.
Leds is here.
Don't mention K2.
He wants in on it.
K2.
He wants in on it. There's Leds.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming in.
Let's.
I'm putting labels on chili sauce.
Come on, go on,
Oh
show
yeah,
it.
he's going to show us a chili sauce then.
That's pretty boring, really.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
No, because you don't do. And Americans hate it because they can't have it.
It's like an unveiling if I can
An
get
unveiling of new
Isn't
chili
it?
sauce.
It's really good. I had some at lunch. Oh, nice. Where do you get stickers from?
Where do we get stickers from?
Pineapple XS.
Pineapple. Oh yeah, because it's. Oh,
It's
put
pineapple.
some in it.
Put some sweetness in your heatness.
He's managed to avoid the K2 conversation.
It's
I'll leave
really,
you to
it's
it.
really good. That
John
sauce.
Jones has just cracked in saying, "How high?"
Right.
There's only one answer to that, JJ. Yeah, we'll just keep this rolling for the next 4 hours and just
Yeah,
have
sure.
a chat.
What
We'll
time
get
is
some
it?
pizza in, get
I've
some
got
beers
20
in.
minutes before I have to go home.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
So,
Anything else you want to chat about? was
Ron
just
Squire
checking
said he needs one of these ASAP, and the buy boy needs. I don't know what he's saying. He needs 50 cal.
Okay. What? One of these? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Go see Junior Brown.
Yeah, Junior Brown. He's all over it. So that's it. 50 cal, 68 cal, PAL enabled. We've got the upgrade program coming next week. More information coming on that. So
Yeah, and by the way,
nobody's going to miss out.
one other thing, because just in case there are any of the fields out there that took some of the first generation EMEKs as well. So the upgrade will apply the same. We're collating all the information for that separately, and we'll let the fields know that are running the EMEKs, whether 50 cal or 68, what they need to do in order to get some upgrade parts as well. Don't just pack us up 200 guns and ship them to Planet Eclipse, Rhode Island or UK. We'll get in touch. Well, you can actually contact your sales rep at Planet Eclipse, and they'll tell you what you need to do.
Yeah, cool. Quite a few people asking how you take the feed neck off, but
I can show it. Do you want to wait a second?
yeah, let's do it. We'll show you how to take the feed neck off.
I need to exit the room for a second.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you
I'll try. I'll give everyone a gun tour. Everybody loves to see the guns, so here we go, guys.
Seen all these.
What's that? They've seen. Well, there's while Jack goes and gets his fancy tools, I'll show you a little Ether 2 that Led's had made with some crazy stuff on it, and then we've got some old stuff. Shocker parts, cocker parts, drop forwards. Remember drop forwards?
You couldn't tell them about what we're going to be doing in a couple of weeks' time.
Or what we're doing in a couple of weeks' time.
We were going to do, the other exciting new product.
Oh yeah, I guess. I don't want to save that. This isn't about that. Although a lot of people have been asking about the MG100, which we showed at Cup, which is a mag-fed gun, which is based on the EMEK platform. I'm correct to say that, aren't I?
Correct, exactly.
So it'll be super reliable, perform super well, but it has all the awesome little bits and pieces. So
you can go and play mag-fed.
your mag-fed crew can
Really excited about that. Feedback from that.
uses Dymags, and
Whoa!
all
Not
right.
too much detail.
Oh,
What we're going to
God.
talk about in a couple of weeks' time.
You said get into it.
No, I just said
All right.
coming up in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks,
Right,
we'll show
so
you something
I'll
like
show
that.
this.
It's good, right?
So, slightly different in that you need to completely remove the bottom screw. Okay, pull that out, and then all we're going to do is it's hooked on rather than just pushed on like the old feed. So we just need to tip it forwards a little bit.
Bit of a jiggle.
So I'll give it a little bit of a jiggle, a little bit of a clip forward. Try and hold it so you don't damage the plunger. Want to see that? So I just canted it forwards, and then pops off at the front.
Cool.
And there's the plunger.
And that's it.
So that's the plunger with a little O-ring on it.
Yeah.
That just sits in a little pocket in the top of the body. That goes into there, and then the little hole goes through into the breech. That just sits in there, and then that's feed tube. So there's nothing else in there.
Cool.
Like super simple, nothing to go wrong with it, nothing to break in it. You know, we cycle these millions of shots on the test rig downstairs. Impossible to, break it through natural causes.
Brilliant.
But we did hook it on, so we've got quite a substantial hook at the front here now. Hook the feed tube on, just because we're aware that it's going to be used more by rental players, where they're probably going to be a bit rougher with the loader, trying to shut the lid on the loader and stuff, and we don't want the feed tube popping off. So what you do is just drop the plunger in, slide that over the front, and then just hook it on at the front, clip it down at the back, drop the screw in. So it's no different from taking off any other feed tube really, apart from it is a bit more substantially located onto the body.
Stuff. And just to inform, I'm probably just making this up, but we aren't selling, because it's not just a feed neck that goes onto your existing one.
No.
So you won't be able to buy just the feed neck and do it yourself, because you'll make a right mess. It doesn't work like that.
No, we won't do anything.
The only way to change it is by
you need to modify. You need to modify the metal body inside. You need a new shell. You need a new feed tube, and you need a plunger.
Cool. So before anyone asks, no,
can't just buy that.
Good
And
stuff.
no, it won't fit on anybody else's guns. And some stupid comments on people. It's ridiculous.
Is this us?
What
Comments by us. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, we make a load of our own stupid comments, but it's just designed for EMEK at the moment.
No, cool. Right, well, I think we've covered everything.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll be shipping from the US, the Gen2 EMEKs, and
They're
already shipping.
Yeah, they've been shipping in the last couple of weeks, and they've been on sale. A load was sold over Black Friday.
Yeah, sweet.
So yeah,
hit up
they're out there now.
planetclips.com, have a look at all the specs. Go to Located, find your local dealer.
Yeah. And go to YouTube, youtube.com/Planet Eclipse.
And subscribe.
Subscribe to that because we're desperate for subscriptions on our new YouTube channel because
We lost our
they
old one.
deleted our old one.
But it's all right. We only had 37,000 subscribers. On
Yeah,
that one.
37,000, and yeah, so we're trying to get some of those back. There's loads of really nice animations and video clips of how the PAL system works, including this beautiful hopper
Yeah.
loader actually in use, being shown, so you can actually see how the PAL system works. So go to youtube.com/Planet Eclipse.
Nice and easy.
Look at the PAL videos. There's 3 videos up there, short one, long one, and one with me doing some beautiful
commentary.
voiceover and explaining how it all works in glorious multicolour detail.
Yeah.
So go and have a look at that
good
and
stuff.
subscribe while you're there.
Yeah.
And press the little, you have to press the little bell icon, something or other.
They keep changing
Well, I
it.
don't know. Too complicated.
Just keep changing
I
it.
just watch BBC.
I'm supposed to know what I'm doing and they just keep changing
BBC's
it.
best channel, so.
Yeah, because. So that's it.
All good?
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
You didn't
Appreciate
give
it as
me any
always.
like funny hats or anything today.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't want to.
Yes. No. Right, what have we got? Let's see.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
No, because we're going to do at least 2 more.
Yeah,
before
we're going to
Christmas.
do 2 more for Christmas, so we're not going festive. What's this one here now?
I think we're still close to Halloween.
Man don't dance. What's that doing?
What do I have to do something?
I don't know. We're too old for this stuff, so that doesn't even work.
Let them all go.
No.
Do.
Got one more to do. Hang on. Let's see what this does. There you go. You flying it? Oh, hang on. You're just a helicopter pilot. You're shooting. There's all sorts going on here. You're just blasting. That's it. Oh, it's gone green now. I don't know what I'm doing. What else have we got?
I'll say goodbye.
Right, last one, then say goodbye.
I said that last time. You're like my daughter.
Last one. What's this here?
Just one more.
Oh no, that's some weird stuff. There you go.
Adult content.
So
What's that? What was
it's not even check. This is for good luck for all of our Chinese.
Oh, is it
friends
money?
out there.
It's like a money tree.
Yeah, money and there's
Where's it coming out of? My ears.
it's coming out of your ears. There's fortune cookies. There's
Really? And
firecrackers
wow.
going off.
Lovely. It's not even like Chinese New Year.
It's not.
No.
But anyway, beautiful. Let's
Come
take that
on.
off. Okay, say bye. Say bye bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
See you soon.
Hang on a minute. What I've got to do is finish. Bye.
Bye.